Coming up, we've got an update on Pam and Tommy coming to Disney Plus around the world. We're also going to be talking about a brand new series called Noggin, and also the Disney Channel's returning to YouTube TV. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com. It's Monday, it's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news. We're going to start off with a brand new series called Noggin. So according to Deadline, this brand new series is in development for Disney Plus, and it is based on the book by John Corey Whaley. It's billed as a part Fault in Our Stars and part coming-of-age science fiction that will follow Travis, a leukemia survivor and successful participant in a head onto someone else's donor body transplant. At 16, just before Travis died, he decided to have his head cryogenically frozen in the hope that future medical technology would allow his head to receive a donor body, such that he would live a full and healthy life. What he and his family didn't account for, that it wouldn't take very long. Now Travis has a good head on somebody else's shoulder. This brand new series is being written by Scott Wangler, who has previously worked on a number of different ABC series, including Abbott Elementary and also Blackish and the Muppets. Disney hasn't officially announced that this series is in production, but I think this one actually sounds pretty interesting. The idea of taking a sort of kid's body that's died and then kind of bringing them back and putting it on somebody else's body. It's definitely different. Kind of reminds me a little bit of something that we'd see in Futurama. But yeah, this sounds very different, and the more different, the better on Disney Plus. We definitely need original programming. No details yet on when this one might arrive on Disney Plus, but hopefully it won't be too long. But let me know what you think of this in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's talk about some international news. So first off, it's just been confirmed that Pam and Tommy will be the next big series to arrive on Disney Plus around the world as a Star original. This series will also be debuting on Hulu in the United States. We'll be getting the first 3 episodes on the 2nd of February, with new episodes dropping weekly afterwards. This one stars Lily James as Pamela Anderson, and you've also got Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee, and it's basically all about their sex tape that gets leaked out onto the internet, and sort of all the chaos that comes on from there. Big actors involved in this one. It definitely looks different. It's definitely got a little bit more adult of what we're going to be seeing on Disney Plus internationally. But this looks a lot of fun. Looks like it should be cool, and definitely going to be giving us something to watch right through the winter going into the spring. But let me know, are you going to be watching Pam and Tommy? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the comments below. In some other Star news, it has been confirmed that TBS has ordered another 2 new seasons of American Dad. So that's going to be seasons 18 and 19. Season 17 is due to arrive later next year on TBS in the US, and then it'll be available on Hulu at some point afterwards. And then internationally, of course, American Dad is released on Disney Plus exclusively, so we're really starting to see this kind of thing ramping up. The reason why TBS is involved is they've kind of got the rights in the US to sort of say whether or not it continues, and 20th Television is actually making this series, which is why Disney have got distribution rights for it. So if you're a fan of American Dad, this one's going to be continuing on for a number of years to come, and these sort of adult animated series just keep on rolling and rolling. They're so popular, and you can see it why, because I know here in the UK, American Dad is pretty much always trending on the Disney Plus chart. But let me know, are you excited about American Dad returning? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. It's also been confirmed that Marvel's Hit Monkey is going to be coming to Disney Plus on Wednesday the 26th of January. Originally it was supposed to come onto Disney Plus in the middle of November, but it got delayed. Don't know quite why that was, but now we've had it confirmed. It looks like the whole series is going to be dropping at once, so definitely looking forward to that one. Also, we've got some great news as well. If you are a fan of Big Sky, it's going to be returning to the UK on January the 5th, with new episodes dropping every weekly right through. So we're really starting to see ramping up with the winter months. And we've got lots of great shows arriving on Disney Plus here in the UK. In the US, we won't say much about that. Check out the video I did the other day about what's coming up. If you are a Disney Plus subscriber in Australia and New Zealand, we've got some good news for you guys, because the first 2 episodes of the eagerly anticipated Korean drama Snowdrop are available now. So if you head over to Disney Plus, you'll find them in the app. New episodes will be dropping every Wednesday. This is all part of a new sort of idea, really, of Disney releasing lots more original programming around the world. And while we don't yet have a date for when it'll be available in other countries, for example, like in Canada or the UK, or on Hulu in the United States, it's great to see this series getting a lot of attention. Hopefully, as I said, Disney will announce more details on when you can get hold of it a lot sooner. But let me know if you're going to be watching Snowdrop in the comments below. And finally, let's now talk about YouTube TV, which has been having some problems with its Disney programming over the past week. So last week, it was revealed at the beginning of the week that they were kind of coming up to a crunch time for a deadline, and if they didn't make the deal, that Disney were going to end up pulling its content off of YouTube TV. Now, if you're unaware, because in the US they have YouTube TV, which allows them to watch a number of different channels, including Freeform, ABC, Disney Channel, National Geographic, and ESPN. Kind of a little bit of bluffing going on. I think Google thought that they might have sort of dipped at the last minute, but Disney didn't. Disney pulled their content on the Friday, and it meant that people couldn't watch their channels. A lot of people were then kind of saying, right, I'm going to move over to Hulu Live TV where I can watch ESPN, and it caused a lot of issues. Google were trying to get it sorted, and then on Sunday they announced that they have made a deal, and now all the channels are kind of pretty much back and running again. Not good for, obviously, if you are a YouTube TV subscriber and you were trying to watch stuff over the weekend with the channels going dead. But this was kind of a carriage deal, and we see this happening with a number of other networks and providers around this time, where they're all trying to negotiate what they're doing. The thing was if Disney had removed all of their channels, YouTube TV was going to reduce their monthly fee by around about $15. They have said that, you know, you can get some kind of rebate and stuff for the days that were lost. Generally just not too good. At one point, a lot of us, including myself, were wondering if Disney was doing this to kind of get more people to sign up for the Disney streaming bundle, which includes Disney Plus and also ESPN Plus. That might have been a way of kind of getting into there, and then I'm sure they probably got some subscribers out of this. A lot of other people were there sort of saying, well, that's good, save $15, I don't watch those channels anyway. This is always that issue with bundling of where you get channels you don't want. So if you don't want sports, that's quite a big package. And it's, you know, they're not cheap at like $70 a month. So it's great to see the issue has been resolved and you can watch that content. Though I'm going to be honest, I think, you know, you might want to have, you know, if you've got YouTube TV, you might be picking up the Hulu bundle anyway, so you can get Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, or you might just want to shift over. But yeah, there was definitely, it seems to be the way that Disney were going on that one. Okay, but let me know, were you a YouTube TV subscriber, and were you kind of impacted by this big move? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's now move over to your thoughts. I put up a poll earlier today about what you were looking forward to seeing on Disney Plus this week. Were you looking forward to the Hawkeye finale, the Dope Sick finale, or also Encanto? Now, this was a resounding, everyone was really looking forward to the Hawkeye finale. Over 81% of people were like really excited about the finale, which is, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I've seen Encanto. I can see why a lot of people are excited. I'm going to be watching it over the weekend. I've also seen the finale of Dope Sick, so if you've been watching that series, and if you haven't, please go watch it. It is an amazing show. I really enjoyed that one. So there we go. That is all of today's Disney Plus news. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the next episode of the Disney Plus news. You can also go check us out over at whatsonatdisneyplus.com to keep up with all the latest. Over there as well, if you click on the Best of 2021 awards, you can vote right now for your favourite Disney Plus originals and movies of the year. Voting is ending this coming Sunday, so make sure you get your votes in. I'll be announcing the winners next week, which have all been voted for by you guys. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. See you guys soon. Laters. I'd like to thank all of our Patreon and YouTube channel members for their support. You can become a member from as little as $2 a month, and you get access to our weekly Q&A and much more.